The person you see on the screen is not even half of who I am. But today and for now, YouTube will be my platform. And if you've subscribed to us, welcome to Team Commission. This is Nathan and Sherelle.
I think just in terms of you, I mean, the worst of you, I feel like you're still worth it.
What's up guys? It's your boy Najo. Welcome to Nathan and Sherelle's YouTube channel. If you guys have been watching Mimi Phillips, her YouTube channel, she's been doing a video on getting into the mind of a man and how they think and what they look for in a woman. Now, I'm going to be doing a video slightly different to that. Now, I've heard from what Sherelle tells me that when me and her was talking, I was just so normal. I wasn't inappropriate, I wasn't rude. If you watch the video on how me and Sherelle met, we met through an app, a Christian app. So go and watch that video if you haven't watched it. And if you haven't watched Mimi's video either on how to getting into a mind of a man, she done a 3-part video. Go and watch that too. The link is in the description. But today we are going undercover on Tinder. I know what you guys are thinking. Like, what? I had to reach out to one of my friends because I didn't want to catfish anyone. So I've got a real person's face on my profile. And she said, Nathan, you can use it for this experiment. In this video, I'm not going to be showing anyone's faces or anything. I've got 24 hours to gather enough evidence that what Sherelle is saying is correct, because apparently guys on social media or dating sites just don't know how to talk to girls properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on Tinder and we're going to keep swiping right, getting loads of matches, whatever. I've just started this account. In the last 5 minutes I've got 11 matches. That is weird. That's weird. So yeah, so I've got 24 hours. When Sherelle gets here, I'm going to show her the messages that I get. The first message that they sent me. I'm not going to bother to get into conversations, but in terms of their point of call, in terms of how they first address this account, which is my friend's, which has got my friend's face on it, we're going to be judging on that. So how they first pop up and initiate a conversation, that is what we're going to be looking at, because that's what I'm getting a lot, and that's what Sherelle has told me, and a lot of my other friends in the past. So we want to see if this myth is true, because if you guys don't know how to talk to girls properly on dating sites, then, or on any social media, then she's gonna have to correct you guys. So I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna start doing my research on here now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I've got 24 hours. I did an account on Tinder because of what you said about guys actually don't know how to talk to girls.
No, they don't. Some of them really don't know how to.
On social media. Yeah. So I've got some screenshots, and I'll put the screenshots on the screen of the conversations. Now, if a guy told you this in person, like this was the first point of call, the first word that he said to you to open up a conversation, what would you think? And would it be a appropriate message to start off with? Bear in mind that the catfish, the person that I used, her profile said looking for a serious relationship. So we're assuming they've seen the message, okay, on the status. So a guy comes around and he says, that's my type of chocolate.
Okay, so do you mean how would I react to that?
Is that appropriate? What would you think? What would come to your mind?
I personally don't think that's appropriate. It all depends. Like if the girl has made it clear that she's just looking to have fun, and that's different because it's just like flirting.
No, we're not though. But yes, it's
but since the case they're not, no, I don't think that's appropriate. To be fair, I think it sends the wrong message.
I put a question on Twitter, and 100% feedback came back because it was like a chart. It was like a chart, and I put out of 100. It was a question to the females. How many have had a bad experience online talking to guys, and all came back 100%? None of them said no.
That's usually the case.
Yeah. So if a guy said that,
you have a seriously hot body and a nice mouth. You know what? That would have got me vexed. To be honest. Not vexed, vexed. The nice smile bit is nice. I think that would be a nicer way to start a conversation. But seriously hot body, if he's saying that to you, he's going to be saying something like that to other girls as well. So he's not talking about anything else or saying, how was your day? Like, for me, I think about these things really deeply. Like, before I met you...
Speak up, by the way, just in case.
Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. So, for me, I think about things quite deeply. And before I met Nathan, I had issues with guys commenting on my body or certain features without asking me how my day. Fair enough, if you ask how the day was and you get talking for a little while, maybe a few weeks, few months, and you're a bit more familiar with each other, then it's, for me, it's like, you're going to notice that she has a nice bum or like a nice figure.
We don't need to go that deep.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
All I'm saying is, if it was the first part of the conversation, for a girl, it's a no.
Yeah, that would be.
So,
a
like
no,
what you said,
no way,
you'd honestly get vexed. That's not.
I'd just be like, no.
Okay. If a guy said to you, I find this very interesting. Very interesting. But a guy said, was this an accidental swipe? Because I didn't actually reply to this at all. Why would I, right? Because I'm just trying to... But the guy said, was this an accidental swipe? I think that's a bit insecure.
Or like, as in, maybe he doesn't feel very confident about himself. And
well, what would you think?
Well, what's the circumstances? Did he...
No, that was literally the first message.
That he sent?
Yeah. That's weird, isn't it?
I don't get... I know I may be a bit, what's the word? Not clueless, but like... what's the word? Naive, that's it. But I don't really understand that, like...
You don't understand that?
Yeah, like, is it what? Did she accidentally open up the message, or like, what is he trying to say?
No, I'm just saying that was literally the first. Remember, I'm creating a catfish account.
Yeah.
But that's literally what he said. That was the first message he said. And bearing in mind, I'm not talking. I haven't replied to any of these chats.
Accident. I get it. Sorry to be like confusing. If
Basically, how Tinder works is, right?
Yeah, because I've never been.
You swipe on the picture.
Yeah.
And if you swipe on me, we match, and then a chat opens up. When that chat opens up, I didn't say anything.
Oh, right. So basically, you clicked on the picture.
You swiped.
The swipe on the.
So what?
Oh, right. I understand now. Okay, so maybe he asked that to try and open up because the person didn't say anything.
So you think that's okay for a first message?
Yeah, maybe, because he doesn't really know what it is.
Fair enough. Right, so if a guy says this now...
Hello, gorgeous. That's not too bad.
Yeah?
Yeah, because obviously if they're an attractive person, well, it's in their eyes, obviously, then, I think that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, if there is a next one. Okay, that one seems okay.
I think that's a bit nicer. you know,
more
asking
subtle,
them-
more calm.
subtle,
So
yeah.
guys, you can say stuff like that, and without saying stuff about girls' bodies and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because that's not needed. So okay.
Wait, back to the other one, and even
Which one? This
that
one?
yeah. Although it's simple, it's not flirty or anything. Even the fact that they took the time to message you means they're not just after friendship. You know what I mean? If you know what I mean, it means that they actually are attracted to you enough to talk to you and try and make a conversation. You know, so it's yeah.
Now the first message that this person sent was 2 truths and a lie.
I suppose that's
Is that?
That's an interesting one, but it depends where it's going to go. You know what I mean? Like,
So a message like that is very
open
broad.
and ended,
It's not specific and it doesn't get to the point.
you know, so it's,
So really, it's a
I've never seen something like that before. That's different, but I think it's a way of flirting. It looks like a way of being friendly, but like it could be a flirtatious thing at the same
but at the same time, it doesn't really state their intention. So
Yeah,
would you
no.
say the message is a waste of time, really?
Yeah, I'm not being funny.
So the other message when the guy said, "Thanks for the reply, how are you?" That's kind of more better than
Yeah, I think that's a more
kind of playing about,
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
not playing about, but there's no need to ask that sort of message.
No.
There's no need to start a conversation off like that.
To be fair, the one we're talking about, it just shows that the guy has manners. To be fair,
Yeah, cool.
Like literally,
Okay.
just has manners and.
Okay.
You know.
This one, I kind of like it as well, but I may be wrong. I think it's okay. But what do you think? So you said, hey, looking for something serious as well. Do you want to grab a coffee? I always think that it's better to talk in person than through here.
I don't think he should have said looking for something serious as well. Just because it could seem a bit forward, you know what I mean? Because
Okay.
like
I didn't see that,
oh,
yeah.
you choose any and anyone, you're just after something serious. Like literally,
Okay.
just literally.
So if he said, do you want to grab a coffee?
Yeah, just grabbing a coffee is nice because you get to talk.
So if
Yeah.
we cut all that part off
Yeah.
and said, do you want to grab a coffee? I think it's better if we talk in person than through here.
Yeah, I think that's
That would have been
perfect.
fine.
Yeah, that's like nice because you
Yeah.
never know, it could turn into something nice or could make a good friend. You know, either way, it's a better way of doing it. I think. Yeah.
Those are the pictures, by the way, I had to use, so don't worry about that.
Okay.
Right, so, okay, that's literally all the screenshots.
Okay.
That's literally all the screenshots. So, in terms of giving guys advice, how should they approach women when it comes to messaging them on any sort of media network? And we're talking to the serious guys, not
Yeah,
ones
not the
who-
one to play about.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally just, yeah, how are you? How's your day been? You know, I mean, it's a similar area. You know, if you're up for it, we could grab a coffee when you're free. Like, just something like that.
Something
you know?
normal.
Just something normal, not too over the top. And then when you actually meet them, that's when you can have a nice proper joke, you know, like a little, you know, like obviously from that first date you gauge if they're a bit more attracted to you by the way they react. And, you know, obviously, you know, you're not trying to play a guess game, you know, but you can actually talk a bit more, or even on the chat first, obviously, and then, you know, but I just think if they approach them properly, then they'll have more of a chat. Even if they don't even fancy the other person, they'll be like, oh, you know, he seems like a nice guy, you know, let me at least give it a chance, you know, because it's not all about, you know, just the looks alone, sort of. Well, you have to be with someone you're attracted to, but yeah, I think it gives them a better chance. Yeah, I think it would be nice if we did one for girls as well, because if me personally, I'm a bit old school. Even if you're on a social media or a dating site, if a guy doesn't click on you, I would be like, don't click on them first, because you know if a guy clicks on you, like.
So you think we should do a video on how guys, how girls should talk to guys?
Yeah, I think so, because sometimes, again, this is me going way too far, but sometimes if a girl is vulnerable, you know, she can make, this is from my own experiences, she can make the wrong kind of, I feel like, I know it's all about like women empowerment and whatnot, but a guy's still supposed to do some sort of chasing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Because if the guy doesn't go out his way,
I'll look into that then.
Yeah.
We'll look into that because we might need someone else on the video as well.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, that's a good one. We'll do
'cause
that.
that'll
Tell
be-
me what you guys think, because that's a good idea. I didn't actually think about that.
Yeah, from the girl's perspective, because I think
think
about
about
all of
that.
those things, but yeah, that's more interesting because it's not so conventional.
That's a hard one for me to talk about. But
See,
we'll
but
do it.
from a girl's point
We'll
of
do
view,
it.
I see things differently.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We'll do it. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
Look into it. I'll look into it. I keep looking up because I keep hearing noises, so I don't want to get disturbed. But okay. Should we leave it at the end? Anything else you want to add?
Not really. I mean, like I said, I'm a bit more old school. Like me and my friends, like we kind of think the same. You know, I suppose it depends what age group you are as well. Because like, I mean, we're in our like late 20s really, so we're thinking about something different. Whereas when I was sort of in my teens, I wasn't thinking like somebody who's almost 30. You know what I mean? Like it all depends on your age group. You know, yeah.
Okay.
You settle down more and think about things more long term when you're older. Whereas when you're younger, mature or not, you know, like you're just kind of exploring and stuff, and you know, just meeting people, and you know, so it all depends. It's not really a straight answer.
Okay. Alright guys, I hope you liked that video. We're going to do another part 2 then. Well, part 3, because we kind of did one before in Bristol. We did the mukbang and we're eating. But this one, the next one we're going to be doing is about how females should talk to guys. Difficult one, but we'll do it.
Yeah, it's more a few different
We'll do it.
aspects to look at for that one, I think.
You can close them out, babe.
Oh, right, okay, I can actually do this now. There we go, bye!